everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today's conversation is about how to start your business. Now, do you have a business idea? If yes, the question is, how do you start? How do you prepare for the inevitable challenges that you will face in your journey? Or how do you decide the right companies to partner with? All these questions and so much more. Today I have with me a very special guest who is here to answer all your questions. Cyndi Walter is the founder of Cynergy, a home-based health and fitness company that sells balanced nutrition, skincare, stress management, and performance products. Cyndi founded Cynergy in 2017 after spending 6 years building a fruitful business with 2 other direct selling companies. And today, she has over 50,000 clients and business partners across the United States with a stable annual income, while helping other moms like herself to build their online businesses. She's here with me today to talk to us about her journey and to offer her tips on how to be a successful entrepreneur. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's such a privilege to have you.
Thank you.
I thought we'll start at the beginning of your journey, really. So you partnered with 2 companies for a long time and you were at the top level for over 6 years. But then you decided to switch and start your own company. Can you tell us what prompted you to take the leap at that time?
So I was 10 years partnered with one company, and it was really great while my kids were little. It was more of a hobby for me, to be honest. I was a stay-at-home mom. It brought in just a very little bit of money. The next 10 years was when I had my success, and I was one of the top 26 leaders in that company. But what happened was my why for working from home was so I could be home with my kids. I wanted to be able to go on field trips with them, help out in their classrooms, be the room mom for their parties and stuff at school, be able to take them to all their sporting and extracurricular activities. So what happened with my second company was my kids got bigger, and what I did there it was a home party plan company. So I was out in the evenings doing home parties in other moms' homes. And I got to the point where I was starting to have to miss my kids' activities. And that's not what I signed up for. I signed up to do this because of my family. And I didn't want to miss out on those special moments because I know how fast it goes. And so I thought, okay, I've got one more business left in me. And so I decided it needed to change, and I needed to have something that was more online, that didn't require me to leave my home, to go out, to do parties. So I just made a complete switch, and I'm super into health and wellness and fitness. So I just started researching companies that aligned with my values, what I loved. When I found the company I've been partnered with now for over 11 years, they checked every box that I had for like the perfect company to partner and align with. They checked every box. And so it was the best business decision I've ever made. Not only has it blessed our lives incredibly, I've been able to help so many other people now too.
That's interesting, because I actually read your biography on the Isagenix website, which is, as you said, the company that you currently partner with. And there is something you said that was actually quite interesting. You said that when you had to switch at that time, it was very, very difficult for you. You didn't know much about, network marketing. It was a bit scary for you at that time. Can you take us back to that period, to that initial stage? What was it like for you, and what were some of the hurdles that you had to face, and how did you overcome them?
Good question. So I was very comfortable where I was at. The company was smaller. So let's just say back then it was a little bit of an ego thing for me. I was a top leader, one of 26. So I knew the owner of the company well. I'd been in her home. I had really good friendships that I developed through the years. And when you leave a direct selling or network marketing company, it's not like leaving a traditional job. They don't throw you a goodbye party, a farewell party, and wish you well. They're kind of upset that you're leaving. It's almost like they take it personally. And so I lost some friends over it, and friends are so important to me. And And I, as hard of a decision as it was, I knew it was the right decision for my family, but it was hard because I knew I'd be leaving a lot of people that I'd worked with for 10 years behind. And I'm still friendly with several of them, to be honest. But a lot of them, you know, I have not talked to since. So that was really challenging. And I didn't know for sure. When I came to this company, it was bigger. And I remember going to my very first conference. We do a couple meetings and events a year. And I went to my very first conference, and it was probably 4 times larger than anything I'd ever gone to before. And I knew all the corporate people at my last company. I had a chair with my name on it in the front row, in the front of the room. And I get to this new company, and now I'm a very little fish in a big pond. And I got over the ego really quickly. It was just like, wow, okay, now I've got to really work hard in order to, you know, do something here. So the ego piece was difficult, the loss of friends and starting over. And then, you know, I was really, really sure about the company and the products. And I really, really believed in the industry, but I was starting all over again. I had to release my team that I built for 10 years. I had a non-compete, so I had to start all over again. And I was not allowed to talk to any of the people that were with my prior company. If they came to me, it was one thing, but I could not talk to them. And I left full of integrity. I never did that. I still, to this day, you know, 11 years later, I still really, really am grateful to my last company because I learned so much working with them for 10 years that made me the leader I am today. So it ended up being great, but I was scared. And my husband asked me, you know, how long is it going to take you to replace that income? And I said, I really don't know. At that point, I was, you know, bringing in a significant amount of income. I was putting money in all 4 of our kids' college funds every single month. I was paying for anything around the house that needed done. I did a huge remodel of our kitchen and put hardwood floors in the whole house without getting a loan. Like, I was making some good money at that point, but I had to start all over again. So it was scary, but it was one of those things where I used it as a growth moment. And I'm like, I can either stay on this path that's comfortable and watch my income decline, because my income was declining at that point. People weren't doing home parties as much as they had been. So my calendar was going down, my income was going down, my team was not producing like they were. So that was all changing. Or I could do something a little scary, uncomfortable, and really go for it and put my whole heart and soul into it. And that's what I did. And here we are, 58,000 clients later in an unbelievable global business that I never would have had if I would have just stayed scared.
Right. So you have 30 years experience in direct sales and network marketing, right? Today you have over 50,000 clients and business partners. Can you tell us, for those who want to go into the kind of business that you do, or any business for that matter, what do you think they should watch out for when finding the right company to partner with?
There are amazing companies out there, and then there are some bad characters, and unfortunately people hear those stories and then they start to fear network marketing, where, oh my gosh, it's the best industry. I mean, anyone can be successful here. We have doctors, lawyers, you know, amazing successful people who do network marketing, and we have uneducated people who can out hustle them and do amazing things as well. So it doesn't matter your background, where you come from, if you're female or male. It seems to be a more female dominated industry, but there's a lot of men that are successful with it too. But number one, you've got to pick products that are something you absolutely believe in. And there's a lot of really great products out there. So for me, it was easy. I'm super into health and wellness, and I wanted products that were consumable and that were life-changing, not like, you know, you could do things like makeup. And, you know, I know if you're into makeup, you feel better and it can help people have more confidence, and there's goodness in that. And makeup is something that, you know, is more consumable. So maybe that's not a good example. Consumable products that really make a difference for people. That's really important. But even, on equal level, the company and the integrity. Like, our company never trashes other network marketing companies ever. And we'll hear, like, I'll have people message me to this day, even though they know I'm successful, they try to get me to go away from my business and join them in their business by saying negative things about my company that I'm incredibly loyal to, that I'm so grateful to. And it's just mind blowing to me. We don't do that. We're full of integrity. We know there's a lot of great companies out there with wonderful products, and it's just you finding a product line that really is aligns with your life. So that's number one: products, company, making sure it's full of integrity. For me, another big thing was that it's a legacy company, that what I'm building will be able to go to my children one day. The last two companies I was partnered with, if something were to have happened to me, my whole business would have just rolled up to the person I got started with. Here, all my hard work is going to go to my family. My kids are going to benefit for years to come from my hard work, and I love that. So that's important to me. And the compensation plan. So you need a product line that is amazing and life-changing and consumable, and then a compensation plan where you're not the only one making money. So for me, in my last business that I had all the success in, if I were to have brought you into that business, you would never have had a chance to earn the money that I was earning, and you never could have surpassed me ever. Here, if you out hustle me, if your network's bigger than me, if your why's, bigger than mine, you can out earn me. I've had two people do that in my business over the years, and I'm rewarded for that, not punished for it. So it's such a beautiful compensation structure where my goal is for everyone to win. And if I can help you be successful and achieve your goals, I'm rewarded for that. I'm not punished. I don't lose you if you're better than me. Some companies, if you grow faster than me, or you have a bigger sphere of influence, I will lose you and all of your team. That doesn't happen here. Instead, it's like, good job. You're helping her, you're mentoring her, and you're going to be rewarded for it. So the compensation plan is hugely important too. There's probably more, but those would be the three things I think are most important: products, compensation plan, and the integrity of the company, the owners, the business model.
Your company has done a fantastic job, actually helping people to become the healthiest version of themselves. You sell products from anti-aging, stress management, performance, so many products out there that people have actually, people have success stories based on your services and your goods. What I want to know from you is, how have you been able to build and maintain the connection that you have not only with your clients, but also with your partners?
This is a relationship business, right? So it's really important for us to have systems in place to care for our clients. So we do it a number of different ways. I have a Facebook group that's huge. We have over 45,000 people in it. And it is for our potential clients to learn about our products, but also our clients. So we do all kinds of things in there. We educate on our products in there, but we also educate on the importance of sleep and drinking water. Anything health related that can add value to our clients, we put in there. So we also put in healthy recipes. We put in healthy snack ideas, anything related to health and wellness, even fitness. We do workouts, and we'll have yoga challenges and walking challenges and all kinds of things. We do prizes, and we do a ton of stuff in that group. So that's really where we help our customers. And then I have a business page where once a week I do a team call, and I have other guests on, and I do trainings. I'll have my top leaders, I'll interview them, they'll help with trainings. And we just constantly are pouring into our business builders, and I do a weekly call for them. And then we have the Facebook group for that as well. And then we have meetings and events throughout the year, some that I do for my team, some that the company does that we all go to. We're all getting ready to go to our big conference in Orlando next month. So the company has a couple things a year, and then I do some things also. So that, and then for sure, I do a lot of one-on-one stuff too. So anyone, it's kind of like an open door policy. Anyone can schedule a call with me at any time. If they need help, I'm here to help them. And, my thing that I think maybe has helped me be successful is I care about every aspect of my client's life, not just their health. So when I have people that are working with me as business partners, I always say, I care about you physically, mentally, spiritually, the whole package. Financially, I want to see you live your best life, and I'll do whatever I need to do to help you do that.
Let's talk about you, Cyndi, for a minute. So I'm sure people don't know this, but you are not just an entrepreneur. You are a fitness instructor. You are a mom. You have so many things going on for you. So what I just want to know is, how do you, with the busy schedule and the busy life that you have, how do you manage these different aspects of your life? Because it mustn't be easy.
I have an old-fashioned planner.
Amazing.
And I put everything in here. I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but every day, every morning, it says prayer, LinkedIn, Italian, penny, TikTok, reel, and workout. So every day I know I have prayer time, I check it off. I work on LinkedIn, I check it off. I'm studying Italian, I check it off. Penny is an app I use that helps me, the last question, helps me keep in touch with my clients. So all of my clients and business partners are in this CRM system, and I can set up reminders to reach out to people. And then it also suggests people to reach out to. So every day I do that. So I'm reaching out to people every day. I try to create a TikTok, a reel, some kind of a video every day, and I work out. And even though like the working out is my identity, it's who I am. I work out every day. I still put it in here. Well, number one, it feels good to check it off, I guess. But because I need my priorities on paper every single day. And then I put in all of my work calls, like everything is in here. So I have it's all electronic. I've got the iPhone. I have all the reminders, but I need to I'm visual. So I need to see it as well. And I have to be organized because I'm juggling a lot of plates. So currently I'm not teaching any fitness. So that's not a big chunk of my life. I'm working out every single day of my life, but I'm not teaching. So that's one thing that I'm not currently doing, but I have a very busy schedule. So I just have to be organized. I allow time to coach my clients. I allow time to pour into my leaders, train and mentor them. Friendships are important to me. Of my 4 children, I talk to one almost every single day. The next one every couple of days. The next one, the last 2, I have to check in with them more. They're like free spirits. I don't hear from them quite as much, but when they call, they're my priority. So I drop what I'm doing unless it's a scheduled meeting or event. And if it is, then I'll call them as soon as I'm done. But it requires a lot of time. So being organized is really important to being successful in anything. And so I just take that very, very seriously.
I know that there are so many mothers out there who are watching you right now and they think, wow, if she can do that, I can do that. What are your tips to other mothers out there and individuals who would like to do what you do, but they just don't know where to begin?
I did this on my own. I didn't have someone that found me and mentored me. I figured it all out on my own, but you don't have to. So you find someone, you figure out what it is you want to do, and you find someone to mentor you and help you. Before long, you'll be on your own and you'll be flying, but you need someone to believe in you and someone to really show you the ropes. That helps. I mean, you can do it all by yourself. I've proven that. But there's an easier way. So I really think finding someone to help you and mentor you is so important. And, for women, for moms, having that belief in yourself is not always easy. We put the oxygen mask on everyone else first. We're wired that way. We're nurturers. Even for some of my younger people who aren't moms yet, they still have that automatic. It's almost like this thing we do where we're putting everyone else's oxygen masks on first, and then we'll take the leftovers. Well, it's not a healthy way to live. And so I remember when my kids were little, before I was partnered with Isagenix, and I was still into health and wellness and fitness, I would work out, and I would go and I would run early in the morning so that I could be home before my husband left for work. So that was the only time I could do it, because then the schedule started with all the kids stuff and I had no help. So I just I figured it out. I made myself a priority because I knew I'd be a better mom to my kids and I would be less stressed if I got that workout in the morning. So we have to do that for ourselves. We have to put that oxygen mask on, think of ourselves when we are doing work that fulfills us. We are better human beings. I'm a better mother. I'm a better wife. I'm a better friend. I'm better in every aspect of my life because I care for myself. I love myself. I love who I've become. I love that I've made a million gazillion mistakes along the way, and I can use those mistakes to help other people so they don't have to make them. I love that it hasn't been a straight road. It's been a lot of curves and ups and downs, but I've never quit. And that is what I want to instill in people. It's nothing that you ever do will be easy. John Maxwell, one of my favorite writers, teachers on leadership, he always says everything worthwhile is uphill. And so we know we're not in for a smooth ride. It's going to be a roller coaster. But if you have that mentality that you're worth it and the people that you love are worth it, and you have that never give up attitude, you'll be able to accomplish amazing, amazing things. So you've got to start with believing in yourself, putting on that oxygen mask and figuring out what you love, what you're passionate about. And there's room to try a couple things. It's not like, you can only do one thing. It's not like that anymore. You can do a couple different things to figure out what it is that you're really, really good at and what you love doing.
Before I let you go, let's talk about the future of Cynergy. Where do you see your company in the next, 3-5 years? What are your sights?
Well, it's been so cool to get my life to the point where we're debt free. My husband was able to leave his corporate job. I think we're on 2 years now, and he partners with me and we work together, and we just have a life of freedom. And we can, our children are scattered all over, and we can go travel and see them, and we can give generously and help people financially. And I just want to help more people get into this situation where we're at. We have about 15 people who we've gotten to 6-figure incomes in our organization with my business builders, and I really want to quadruple that. I want to set people free physically and financially. So my goal, like, that will help me, but my goal is to help other people. One of my favorite quotes is the Zig Ziglar quote: "If you help enough people achieve what they want, you'll achieve what you want." I'm not saying it exactly right, but that's what it is. By helping other people, I'll achieve my goals. I'll get all the things that, are goals of my own by helping enough people get what they want and help them achieve their goals. So that's what I'm looking to do. Quadruple my business, for sure.
Thank you so much, Cyndi, for your time, and thank you for just sharing your story. Thank you.
You did a fabulous job, so thank you.
Thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm going to include links to Cyndi's website in the description box below. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. Thank you all. I'll see you next time. Bye.